getting a little chilly this morning. Well, some of you seem to be liking some of this, so let's do another one, episode 3 here. Morning range thoughts. We start out with number 7 iron. So I found out how old I was this last week. I was helping finish up a playground at the church. And we put together this like rock wall climbing plastic thing. And of course at the end, no kids were there, so I had to try it out. So I climbed to the top and stood on top of the thing, which you're not supposed to do probably. It's probably only like 6 feet off the ground. We put all this rubber, crushed, ripped up rubber, old tires down. It's really squishy. And I had the bright idea to jump off. And I didn't feel anything in the moment, but a day or two later, right here, right on the knee, pain. No swelling, just some pain right here. So I've been taking it easy. I'm sure I pulled some tendon or muscle or something. Luckily the back knee doesn't seem to, well, whatever I did to it, doesn't seem to hurt when I swing club. So I still played 18 holes on Sunday. Back's a little sore though. Oh, there's a shank to the right. But the last couple days have been lots of manual labor in the workshop, so from my day job. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. Hey, Frankie. That's Frankie, by the way. Yeah, you better not be in there too long. Talk about pressure. Don't want to smoke your little kitty. Hey, don't jump on my net. Oh, jeez. Whew. Yeah, the lower back's a little sore today. A little tight. Maybe it has something to do with me jumping off that thing. Daisy Duke's here too. Their mama's in the workshop because well, she got fixed this last week, and so she's kind of quarantined off. So they don't know what to do themselves. It's just gonna hang out while I do this. Might just stay on the 7 iron all day here. My goodness. I don't know if I'll be able to do much more. Lesson learned, don't wait 4 days between swinging a club. A little too long. still feels pretty good. The swing feels all right. Maybe the pain's a nice distraction from, thinking about how your swing should go. Just kind of falls into place. If you always have pain, do you even know what it feels like not to have pain? Well, given my pain, I'm really having to focus on my grip. My left hand, not just my grip, but my arms. So I put my grip right in the fingers on the left hand. Put the right hand over, lock the pinkies in. Thumb just resting just on the other side. And I'm really focusing on my elbows being turned in, not out like this, but in like this. And I think that the idea there is when you come back down, you can't easily do this without using your shoulders. Now, if they were open, you can turn your wrists. But if you close them, it's a little bit more difficult. Less variability there. Keeps that face nice and square. So on that one, I think I had my feet too close together, and I fell backwards. If you get tired through your swing, you kind of just become all arms. See, I can't even help myself. I had to use my legs there, and then you'll chunk it. You'll lose your grip. The head will turn. You might hit the ground first. Want to hit that ball first. Definitely feel like my backswing's a little different today. Getting a little bit more of this is the feeling, chicken wing feeling I'm getting, as opposed to that. I don't know why. There, that was better. I think it's good to take a little bit of survey of what you're doing. What's different about your swing than normal? And, focus on that one thing for a few swings and see if it improves. Oh yeah. That backswing was definitely causing some issues. So I played 18 on Sunday. I was 4 over through 12. And 10, 11, 12, yeah. And on 13, it's a 9-hole course, so hole 4. Par 5, it's blind. And there's OB on the right. And I have not hit to the right on an OB and I don't even remember when. But boy, did I just push one. Well, the problem is, it's over a hill, you can't see. On the other side of the hill, it banks left hard, all the way down to a ditch, right before the green. So if you hit a nice draw, it actually will kick and possibly go into the next fairway, and there's a big line of trees in between. So then you can't get to the green. So you want to hit a nice cut. Hit that hillside, and it'll kind of counteract the slope, which I usually do, but this time, nope. Pushed it just out of bounds. It was a real high cut, so I must have came up on the ball somehow. Just did a real high cut. So I hit another one, smoked it down the middle, like I wanted. And then I pulled my 3-wood out. I thought I can definitely, or not 3-wood, my 5-wood. So I was about 245 from the pin, but the creek is about 210. And so it's like I need to get over that, of course. But like I said, that whole fairway sloped down and to the left. And so you're standing there like this. And I choked up on the club a bit, because I think I only wanted to hit about 230, 225. And I swung down on it, and I hit it fat. Just didn't swing through. My balance was off, so it didn't swing hard enough. And it popped it up. It went straight, but right into the ditch. And so now I'm quickly seeing 1 out, 2 re-hit, 3 or 2 tee up, 3 hit into the fairway, 4 hit into the ditch. Now I'm dropping for par. Right before the ditch, 35, 50 yards out. And I hit off the back, just off the back fringe, and it rolls off. Because I'm flustered already. And I'm only 4 over. That's pretty good for me. I'm happy with that score. And so I'm getting frustrated with that. And then I chip on for 6. And it's pretty sloped green. I 3-putt. 4-9. So I just doubled my over par in 1 hole. But the key when that happens is to not get mad as much as you want to get mad. And you got to continue the round. You have to pretend like that didn't happen and just move on. It's okay to think about how you need to, get a birdie or 2 to make up for that. But don't go down the road of, if I just wouldn't have done that. Well, you did do it, so, just deal with it and get over it. The next hole, I smoked one down, almost drove the green. It was uphill, par 4, 285, really uphill. What else should we do this morning? How about that 5-wood? I finished with I was 8 over then. I finished with 9 or 10 over. I can't remember now. So I did good the rest of the round. Pretty good. What I should have done. It's frustrating that I could have finished 4 or 5 over. But I finished 10 over. Or whatever. For at least a minute you do those rationalizations like, yeah, I really did shoot a 76. No. You shot an 82. If it wasn't for that hole. It's part of your handicap. You need to just be okay with what happens. and move progressively towards becoming better over time, you know. I mean, I remember not being satisfied with, you know, getting a 93 like I did last week, but on the norm, shooting in the 90s. And then I started shooting in the 80s, and of course then I thought I need to get better, and then I shot in the 70s a couple times, and then that was my new norm. So then now every time I shoot in the 80s, I think that I'm playing terribly, but it's actually I'm just playing how good I am. That's how good I am. I shoot in the 80s. Every once in a while, 70s, you know. Sometimes you just gotta be patient, realistic. I think the funny thing is it takes much longer to get from, it's much quicker to get from like 93 to 83 than it is from 83 to 73. Much quicker. Because you can shoot, because now it's down to, you got to have everything clicking on your round. You got to be driving good. You got to be hitting your greens in regulation. You got to be 2-putting or 1-putting. You can't be, you know, the level for perfection is much higher. Yeah, maybe it was my knee that caused me to hit that shot. Let's try the slow backswing. Nah, it's definitely my lower back. Oh, definitely everything's a little bit off today. There we go. Since I can't swing real hard, it's not like it's a lot of pain in my back. It's just like I can't get it to flex properly to swing harder. If that makes sense. Because of the pain. I'm only 36. Can't be getting this old yet. Do a little cut. About a draw. Nice straight one. Well, guys, maybe a couple hits with the driver and I might be done for the day. You guys want to see any like chipping drills or putting drills? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Give this swing a break. We gotta hit some drivers, so before we're done here. Yeah, she feels all right. All right, that's about all I can do today. Well, hope you learned something, or just enjoyed the nice view here. It's beautiful out. I love this weather. I'll see you next time.